So we need a new mindset. It's called the coverage model. So I went over the principle of the house and now in the cloud, which is the internet, and now the coverage model. So the coverage model still uses the PDR, protection, detection, response, and then you have the other layers are administrative, technical, and physical. So physical is the same as your home. You have locks. If your data is hosted, it's locks on the data center. Certainly the data center probably has, the cloud provider would have alarms and things like that. A lot of times you don't know. I know that there are some cloud providers that have gone out of business unexpectedly and with all of people's data in it. I know of cloud providers that are running into people's garages. I know of a cloud provider that was in a tire warehouse in Atlanta, and I had a CPA firm that was hosting there, and they tried to get their data back from them because they kept having internet outages and they couldn't stay connected and they were having all kinds of problems. And they called to get their data back, and the person that answered the phone answered it as the tire company, and it was the guy's son that ran this tire company. I should say tire distributor, and they didn't know where his server was. They couldn't locate it. He had to fly down to Atlanta to try to find his server. Fortunately, he was able to eventually, but it's kind of a scary moment. Uh, Technical, everybody focuses on the P column on the technical, firewalls and virus protection, encryption, spam protection. All that is under the P column. But what are we doing under detection? That's the education and the intrusion. And the key is detection. If you can't detect, then the whole model is busted. It doesn't work. Detection's the most difficult. So you can't keep people out of anything. There's no such thing as 100% security. So protection's going to fail 100% of the time. You can't respond unless you know that they're there. So detection has to work. It doesn't work a little bit. It can't work some of the time. It has to work all the time. And the response has to be immediate. If you detect something and you don't respond for 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 years, it's too late. The data leaks out, it's gone, it's over. It has to be fast. So many times I hear companies say we have detection in place and we do our investigation and our analysis and we go in and do a discovery, and it turns out that they do have detection and they have alerts, but nobody's looking at the alerts. They're going to some other place, or the person that's getting them is overwhelmed with other support tickets and never has a chance to really look at these alerts and address them. Or the system is misconfigured and it's not working and it's not kicking off alerts. That happens probably more than anything.